Friends, I'm your fan MG from my channel Server Guruji. Today his topic is lookup zone, the DNS lookup zone. It is very important topic. Let's talk about the what is lookup zone. There are two main categories of lookup zones: forward lookup zones and reverse lookup zones. Forward lookup zones allow the DNS server to resolve queries where the client is standing name to the DNS server to request into the IP address. Means when any DNS server, when any end user request a server about the name, it resolve into IP address responsible by forward lookup zone. When we are searching any site like google.com and other sites, it resolve into IP address. Means forward lookup zone is responsible to resolve domain name into IP address. Next one is a reverse lookup zone. It is responsible to resolve IP address into domain name. It is reverse lookup zone. So let's see how can we configure reverse lookup zone and forward lookup zone. This is my domain controller. You can see I installed to 2016 domain operating server operating system on this server, and click on tools and you will be see a DNS server here. Just click on it and there will be a forward lookup zone here. When we configure DNS server, forward lookup zone automatically configured. We didn't require to configure the forward lookup zone. If we want to create another site, then we can create a zone inside the forward lookup zone. Rest we didn't require. If we are using that's it. This is my domain name my.local, so this automatically configure when I configure DNS server. If I talk about reverse lookup zone, so this is responsible to configure IP to DNS name, but we have to configure it manually. It when we can install DNS server, when we configure DNS server, it will not configure automatically. We have set the configuration about the reverse lookup zone manually. Just how can we set the reverse lookup zone? Just right click on it and go on a new zone. Click on next. The primary zone, secondary zone, stub zone we'll talk about later. Today's topic is zone, DNS zones. So these are another part. So just click on next, next, and set the IP address. What range we want to set here? We just choose the IP address, and it will configure automatically. Now it is configured. This is also configured by me. On my last previous video, I configured this one. So reverse lookup zone we have to configure manually. Forward lookup zone configure automatically when we install the DNS server. So this is our today. These when we click on this record, so it stores the DNS zone data like records data. What records have? If I talk about forward lookup zone, so there is a lots of records, NS record, A records, and SOA records. If I open the A record, what it store? It store the host name and their IP address. Means forward lookup zone always store information of their host name and their IP address. As I told that it resolve host name into IP address. If I click on here, it shows that PTR will not created because we didn't have. Okay, we have a IP address. Let's refresh it and click on it. No, not. Okay, what is our IP address? 192.168.128. Okay, so let's create reverse lookup zone from the same range. 192.168.128. 192.168.128, and double click on it and again update the records. I hope now we can see PTR record is created of the same host name. What is the host name? Root. And what is the IP address? This one is the IP address. Here we'll show the reverse. First we'll display the IP address, then we'll display the host name. This is means it is responsible to resolve IP address into host name. You can see the same. This is my host which I updated here. Root IP address same. You can see root dot my dot local, and here it is updated automatically. When I click on PTR record, it calls PTR record. PTR records is store information of our name to IP to name address, and A records is store the information of our host name to IP address. Okay guys, thank you. I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you very much. Kindly subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.